We're on. Good morning.
Good
This
morning.
is Mom and I, episode 5, I think.
Well, okay.
And it's been a while.
Yes, it's been a while.
It's been a while since we shot. I've just been going through a lot of emotions, and it's in the collective, like fear and like negativity, mind, thoughts, and I just didn't feel like shooting or drawing it because I was just processing it. But luckily Mom's here to push me and remind me, oh, you want to shoot today? Oh, you want to do a podcast today? I'm like, all right, let's do it. Let's do a podcast. Let's continue. And a lot of you guys asked us to continue, so we're grateful for that. And I don't know what we're going to talk about today. I just feel like the energy in the collective has been super dark, and you can see it like pimples popping up through social unrest around the world. If it's wars, if it's the social unrest in the United States, if it's whatever it is, it's just feels like a collective dark spot that we're going through. And the way I deal with it, I ask Mom for therapy and breathing and meditating and changing perspective. And for me, mostly, and it still is sort of thing, it's letting go of the control of the outcome. I'm still catch myself like, this is the way I want things to work out, and not allowing things to work out the way the universe wants them to work out. And then being frustrated about it, that it didn't work out the way I wanted it to work out, even though it is sort of working out. And so that's where I'm at right now with things. And I've started a new breathwork training program online, Soma Breath. So we will do some exercises maybe later, and I'll be posting more about it. And just really interesting to always bringing a new modality. I truly believe that we should always learn new things that we do. So like if we're a teacher, we should learn new techniques or new things to teach about. Or if you're a plumber, I've always think that you need to take more courses of like what's new out there and what can be used, or electrician or whatever. It's that we should always increase our knowledge of whatever it is. So my advice for anyone watching this and seeing it right now, please go and take a new course, learn something new, fill your cup with some new information that you're interested in, because you never know when you're going to use it or how you're going to use it.
Oh, thank you.
There you go.
Yes, it's been a while, and I just wanted to tell you that it's even now we're filming it and you guys are sharing our moment, but me and Maor, we have this conversation even without broadcasting. Maor can come into my room and sit down, and we have the same conversation we're having now in front of the camera. We have it all the time. So this is our way of conversation. This is our talk. This is our discussion. This is our process working for Maor and for me. So if I haven't said it before, I'm a healer, and my healing is usually working on people's consciousness and cleaning the consciousness that is like all the things that get stuck in our consciousness and prevents a flow of energy. So when things change in the universe, and things are so much changing in the universe, if you talk to all the guides, the teachers, the sages, everybody's talking about the new energy, the new consciousness, the new grid, the I have no idea if it's, thousands of gods or one god, but everything is changing now for us in this universe. So it's changing in us personally, and it's also changing around us in the collective. And one thing, I always say there's so many things our parents didn't teach us, and I try and teach my children, is that not everything is ours. So sometimes we feel this really heavy energy, and it catches on to things that are in our consciousness, but it's not our energy. It's like something from the universe coming into us, and it looks like like this little monster looking. Oh, where does he have a soul? Where is it hurting for him? I'll touch it. I'll catch onto it, and I'll hurt him. So he knows that corner there's something hurting, and we as humans, and we say, oh, this is my hurt. Well, not really. This is a conscious thing that happens collectively, and it catches on to us. And we as people, not educated, because we aren't educated in the consciousness, we think it's ours. No, it's not. It's collectively. And the way I always find out if it's collectively, I have friends, and I have some broadcasts I listen, and they talk about the same thing. Say, oh, so if they're talking about it, and I'm feeling it, it's not mine. It's collective, and it's a really breath. It gives me a pause that I don't take it on board myself. It's not mine. So if it's not mine and it's collective, then I have no responsibility for it. But still, it's showing me where I have something that needs to be worked on. And I take this thing, that catches this energy in the corner, and it says, oh, I have some sore there. I need to heal that one. It's something still. And it usually also, when we work on something and we work on it and we think we did the job, and this new energy comes and it latches onto something that we thought we worked on it, but it's still there. That means we still have to work on it. It's still in us. Maor always, when this heavy energy comes, it latches onto Maor's depression.
Yeah.
And even he knows now that it's
No, it's not mine. It's the energy that is going through the universe. It's hitting everyone differently, so it's an energy of fear that hits where our fear spots are at. So my fear spot, for example, could be financial. My fear spot is suicidal at times. My fear spot is control. So it hits those spots, and the emotions and thoughts just rush up. And I know that the energy that is going is not mine, but like you said, and like we're saying, those fears are still mine. Those fears, those thoughts, those limiting beliefs that I have, these fear-based beliefs that I have that are ingrained in me, which we do the work, we clean, we meditate, we breathe, we sound heal, we cleanse, it just never ends. And the way I see it, and I call it, it's like we're cleaning our room. And then the universe comes as the inspector and says, you see there, underneath that corner that you thought that you were hiding that from me, I see it's dirty. And like, And then it goes to the kitchen. It's like, you see there, underneath the sink, behind where you didn't clean, that is still dirty. And you're like, and then you clean it, And then when you clean that, something else gets dirty. And then that you didn't see it, but the universe sees it, And then it's like a cat and mouse game, which I truly believe will never really end.
Well, first of all, you have to remember, and this is again a life understanding, that the purpose isn't the goal. The purpose is the journey. So if on our journey we find, we have to heal something, that's our journey. Because once we heal it, our journey can change its course. It's like a river can change its direction, and we can change our things. And sometimes it's really amazing, and sometimes it's really frustrating. I'm sure every enlightened person, every awakened person, every person that's in consciousness has difficulties. Their car breaks down, the computer breaks down, you have to clean the house, you have to do the washing. It's like me, I always, when I see those movies or I read a book, especially in movies, you don't see them doing the dishes or washing or doing the washing or cleaning up the floor. But those things we all do every single day. It's something that we do. It's not acknowledged, but it's something that we do. So once we heal something, we tidy it up, it makes things flow, but we still have things that we have to go through. Like, I have to fix my car. And I know, and everything is flowing for me, and everything will be okay, and I'm not worried at all, but I still have to be doing it. We still have to do the work. I still have to take the car to the garage. I still have to book the appointment. I still have to have a conversation with the mechanic, and I still have to pay money, and I still have to find where I get the money from. So even if I'm super enlightened and I am in sync with the universe, I still have to do all those things, and it still comes up to me and I need to resolve them. I have to think how I'm going to manage things. So even if you're enlightened in consciousness, you have to go through those things. But the difference is I'm not identifying myself with a problem. I don't even if I'm frustrated, I know everything is resolved and everything will be for the better for me. And I'm trusting the universe to work it out amazingly. And it usually does. It works out amazingly, you know. And I get so much grace and so much support from everything around me. So even when you have those dark thoughts, and today you know that they're coming in to show you that this is not cleaned enough. And even you laugh at yourself that they come up. But you still have them.
Yep.
And you still think that you have control on the outcome. But we don't have control on the outcome. And sometimes the universe can give us an amazing outcome if we let go. You know, if you just let go, suddenly something that you didn't even think about would come into that small hole that we see things through. And the trust, it comes down to trust the universe. And how much we trust the divine, the universe, that if we are clean and the energy flows through us and we're in gratitude, how much we trust that everything will be exactly like it should happen. And that's a question I'd like you all to ask, and just close your eyes for 2 seconds and see how much you trust that universe of ours, how much you trust the energy, how much you trust. And the way the universe makes us trust, it's small steps.
When I just did it, and I closed my eyes, looked how much I trust, went up to, it was just like 85%. It's like, it's still that 15%, you know, that I'm like fixated on, like, no, it has to, but I know, that's the funny part, like, I know that the outcome is not the goal is the journey. I know that. And I know that the outcome has nothing really to do with what I want it to be. I have zero control on the outcome. Outcomes are usually multiple people and things that I have to coincide and work, which I have zero control over. I barely have control over myself and what happens to me, you know. I only have control how I react to what is happening. I know that. It's like, I know it. But like in the subconscious, or in the mind, my mind, my ego, the one that the part, the mechanism in me that is a separator, that separates me from the whole, as I'm here and the whole is there, instead of the other part that's like, no, the whole is everything, but it's just around you. So yes, you are in the middle of the universe. You're in the middle of the universe. I'm in the middle of the universe. They're in the middle of the universe. Everyone from their perspective and their experience feels like they're in the middle of the universe, right? We stand and we feel like the globe is around us, the same as you. And I was just seeing something on YouTube. I've been like procrastinating and watching lots of YouTube lately, just to like disconnect from reality and just hide, which never works. But what I do is I try at least to listen to other phenomenal, intelligent people. And one of them was trying to explain that through his theory of the united field of everything, he was saying that the theory that relativity and Einstein is based on that derived from is the theory of Kelvin points or Kelvin something, which is the speed of things. And so I'm butchering it for sure, but what he's saying is that they were teaching, or they took it out on purpose from scientific and physicists modalities, that they were saying that there is a pin and there is a weight on it, and that's how the world works, that the pin pulls the weight, and that's there's motion, because they have to figure out how and where does energy come into a cell. Where is this energy coming from? But the cell has energy and the atom has energy and it's spinning, and where is this energy coming from? So what he is saying is that when you take that Kelvin equation and it equals to zero, when it equals to zero in the equation, that equals to infinite energy, infinite possibilities. Meaning that each atom has a point in it that is connected to the great source, the infinite energy, which is at 0 Kelvin, and that is where the energy comes to spin the atom and the cells. Now we have that in us, so that means that we are somewhere in us, that tells us to go within, going deep, going to the center, and that's where everything happens. So mathematically, that's what they're explaining, that the infinite source, the infinite energy, the infinite knowledge, the universe where it's at one whole is at 0 Kelvin. So it's like I know it logically, I experience it metaphorically, spirituality, yet I'm still not able to let go of something in me
and trust.
I trust, but it's like I trust and I open my eyes. It's like it's so annoying. Like I trust, and it's like it's like why? It's like something so inherited in me that is like, and it's 100% fear of letting go. There's no other reason, right? That's the only obstacle of trust is fear. Like if we don't fear, we will trust, right? Because we'll be.
I think it's also something that we are not educated as children to trust. For generations, not for you, for generations. Think the churches, the religions,
just humans in general, not even the
government,
belief. Just human in general, like they're not trustworthy.
We are learn not to trust.
Even nature we can't trust.
Yeah, but the thing is that once we trust the divine, the consciousness, ourselves, Antriyaman is our personal God that we have inside ourselves in Sanskrit. Once we trust, then we are able to slowly let go. Many years ago, I did treatment on somebody, and the mother said, I said, you can go to a hypnotist, and the hypnotist can take out all your problems, but then you wake up and you don't know who you are. You have no recognition of who you are. So you really can't do it. You really can't come to somebody and say, I'll take all your problems and charges and you'll be clean. And the person will wake up from the hypnotist, he won't recognize himself, because we are very connected to our problems. So the universe is teaching us slowly, step by step. For me, the first step was that I always have a parking place. And no matter how if there's no parking place, I always know that I'll have a parking place exactly where I want it. So I'm trusting by experiencing again and again and again that I always have a parking place. And it got up to this stage that I went to this festival and I knew there was no parking place. And I said, please just organize me. And they said, oh, no problem. Just turn right on that corner. And there was waiting for me, that parking place in the middle of no parking place. So that's learning by experience. And the thing is that we do it in baby steps. The universe does it for us in baby steps of trusting. Like going through this car problem that I had, and I just closed my eyes and I said, please, universe, help me. and my son helped me, and another son helped me, and just experiencing that gratitude of getting the support I needed to go through these problems with my car, is I'm learning to trust. It's not trusting my son because, amazing children, I love them, but trusting the universe that makes them be available for me to have that support. So it's not trusting another human being, because then we come up to all the stories that we have, that they disappoint us, that they hurt us, that they we had so many bad experiences. No, the trust is within us.
I'm gonna help that for a second.
So we're gonna have a break.
No, you can keep talking.
Okay, so the trust is not, as I was saying, is not me trusting my son, or me trusting my partner, or me trusting my friend or my neighbor. It's trusting the universe that will bring me the right support, the right help, the right circumstances that will let me resolve my problems in such a graceful way and with gratitude. And again, it will show me and again, it can happen because my trust is there. It can come out of nowhere. It can come something I even didn't think about. And that trust will come with that trust. But again, it's baby steps. Not everyone's going to listen to that, going to say, oh, I trust the divine now because I heard you. No, but what we do need to do is see it when the divine helps us, where the grace helps us, and being gratitude and built step by step to that big trust of the universe.
Definitely when like the trust and the universe and the baby step, like I find it in my experience, I find it frustrating and annoying of that I'm not able to let go. And then I'm laughing at myself. Like I was when we had our conversation, so about last week, we were both just feeling this heavy energy.
Very heavy energy, like a really heavy blanket on us.
And depression, and my suicidal thoughts came up, and fear of losing dad came up, and the fear of why am I doing anything at all? What's the point of it, right? It's a simulation, it's a game, there's no real meaning behind anything except experiencing it, but I'm not enjoying the experience, so what's the meaning of enjoying the experience if I'm not enjoying the experience? While I know as it was happening and the thoughts and the things that are going through my mind, I know they're not mine. And I know they're part of the collective. I know they were hitting my weak spots. And the way I was seeing myself, and I still am seeing myself, is like when a 2-year-old, 3-year-old, 4-year-old has a tantrum, he wants ice cream. Or when a human with Asperger's or autism is fixated because we changed their habit, right?
The schedule.
The schedule. Like I don't know if any of you guys have any experience with it, but we have an angel little brother, angel son, that is on the spectrum in somewhere. And if you change something, today is much better because we've been working on it, but if you change the schedule, you change what's supposed to happen, they just get locked in and frustrated and scream, and you can just see the energy and the wheels just turning. And I saw myself like that for the outcome, if it's the outcome for the finance, if it's the outcome for my wellness progression of breath work and facilitation and one-on-ones and all of that. And I could just like see myself from the side, and I just started laughing, and I lifted the blanket, but I still see it. I still see that I haven't completely let go. I'm not in full trust, and every time I see it, I bring back those exercises that I know, like how to let go and trust and bring positive thoughts and acceptance of whatever it is. It's what's meant to happen. So if I'm meant to be extreme on one side, it's meant to, and if I'm meant to be extreme on the other side, it's meant to. If I'm meant to be mediocre, it's meant to be. If I'm meant to be above average, it's meant to be. And I got to accept whatever outcome actually happens, but at accepting the outcome and enjoying the journey, still means that you need to walk the journey.
Yes.
Still means that I need to do what I need to do and let go. And this is like a profound teaching in Judaism. It's like when we have the scripture classes on Wednesday with the rabbi, or if you listen to any rabbi out there when we speak about Judaism, it's like you gotta do your part and let go, because the rest is God. It's not you. You gotta wake up and go to work, or you gotta wake up and buy the lottery ticket. But if you win or don't, it's God's decision. So if you get a promotion in work, but you did the work that you needed to, it's God's reason. It's the divine choice to give us what we're supposed to give. And when we let go, and I know this, and this is so frustrating, because when you let go of what we think from our mind perspective that we want, so many more opportunities open up.
Yeah.
And so many more possibilities open up, more than we could think about. And like, again, going back into the scientific part of it, like, we only see a certain ray of light. Our eyes can only perceive a certain different rays of light, but there's so many other rays of light that are happening. We can only hear a certain frequency range, but there's so much more frequency that
Yeah.
is out there, and we, and once you let go and you close your eyes and you breathe and you connect and you try to become still and with one and go back to 0 Kelvin, to be connected to infinite source, so many more opportunities happen. That's like where in our imagination, in our dreams, there's so much more possibilities that we don't believe can happen in reality, but the fact that they can. Everything that has ever been created came from a thought.
I wanted to talk about that. This is also from a very, very long experience I had, is manifestation. And I like the word manifestation, but the thing is that we have to really understand that every moment in our life, we manifested it. And years and years ago, my kids were really young, and I have a very, very lively, vivid imagination, and I can create in my mind amazing stories. And I was creating this story about a different partner, a different family, and just because I was upset about something or wasn't comfortable with something. And I was already on my journey, and I was already in this understanding and the oneness and understanding the consciousness and talking about manifestation. And then I had this epiphany, this moment of understanding that this life, this universe that I'm currently living in, this partner I have, the children I have, I manifested them.
Yeah, you did literally create me inside your womb. You know?
I did, but I manifested having 5 children. I manifested my partner. I manifested this life of living in Australia, living in Israel, living in Australia, being able to travel, being able to change. It's my manifestation. Because if I didn't manifest this, I wouldn't have this life. I had a different life.
And that's another point that bothers me. Because by knowing that, I know my struggles are my creation.
Yes.
But like, there's another, I know that. So knowing that, like, my fear of finance or whatever I'm going through with finance at the moment, and with that and all of this, all the things that I'm in charge of, with law and lawyers and courts and judges and whatever, solicitors and so on.
You manifested
I manifested this like hardship. I'm like,
Yes.
why? And I'm angry at myself. Like, why did you
Why did I choose this journey?
No, it's the journey will be the journey. But why did I choose? Why did I manifest this struggle? Like, I don't want to struggle in this way. Like, why did I manifest the feeling of scarcity, of abundance? Where if I look back at all of my life, I've been living in abundance. Every house I've lived in was beautiful, was big, was full of love, was full of food, was full of interactions and humans. But yet in my mindless, not mindful, but my mindless experience, I feel like scarcity, like there is nothing, like I'm poor, or that I struggle, and then I'm like, and then I
But-
go
but-
back to my mind. I'm like, these stories are not true, because every time that I wanted to make money, when I was 12 years old, I was able to make money, exactly the amount that I needed for what I wanted to really quick. When I was selling Pepsi, Coca-Cola cans at school, or when I was selling oil paintings with dad, or whatever.
You manifested everything you wanted, but then you were thinking about it as a poor person, poor mentality.
Yeah, for no reason, because we grew in abundance, and we grew with my dad's mindset of money is the correct one. It comes and goes, and it always will come. Just be grateful, be creative, do what you want, see opportunities, work hard at it. Like that's the equation too, and never look at the other person, what he makes. Always look if what you make, and that's enough. Don't worry about others, only worry about yourself. Even if they take more than what others think, but you're happy with what you are, keep it. And then again, like these so-called hardships or the so-called not hardship. What is the right word? Like these difficulties or these frustrations or these limitations, these limitations of abundance that I have inside me that manifest into life. I feel I want to buy this, but I don't have. It's like, no, you do. Like why are you believing that you don't? And
the thing, okay, can I just break it down for you for something? This is a very good opportunity to see how you break down, because he talked about like 5 different things. So one thing is the mentality of rich mentality and poor mentality. A poor mentality can be really millionaires, but if you have a poor mentality, you never have enough. And that's something that you, and I'll show you how I'm going to do it on you now, is that it comes from generations, even from your previous lives, like your generation's previous lives, and it also comes from your previous consciousness, your consciousness previous lives as well, not your family life, and also other lives you lived. So one is the mentality of poor people and rich mentality, because you can have a rich mentality and have a really very small check, but if you have a rich mentality, you always have what you want, and you never feel that you don't have anything. But you can have a poor mentality and have everything, but you feel like you have nothing. So that's one of the things that
I see that, like that having that poor mentality while I have everything.
So that's something that I'll show you how we're going to do a healing on it in a minute. And the second thing is the trust. Going back to the trust.
I'm at 85%.
Is that even that, like, say you want a new Jeep car, and you want a new surfing board,
just a bell tent in the backyard, so I can run events,
and a bell tent. And sometimes the universe has its own journey that it wants you to go through, and it stops you, and it doesn't. It really stops you because he has a different plan. And then you have to trust the universe that the plan is going to be better. So, and I can give an example. Years ago, I had this understanding that I need to show myself that I can work. I can go out there and get a paycheck, because I'm always a housewife. I'm always a carer for this family. And I said, no, I need to show myself that I can go out and support myself. And I went and studied and learned how to be a carer for old age people, for disabled, for children. I got all the certificates, and I tried to get a job. And for nearly a whole year, I put my resume out there to get a job. And the feeling was the universe doesn't want me to get a job. He was so happy for me to do what I'm doing, caring for my family. In the end, I got the job. I got the paycheck. I worked for a whole year. And the universe made sure that it vanished. So, and I was looking at the universe saying, but I got the job. I got the certificates. I'm able. I got a whole year of paychecks, and I was supporting myself for a whole year. And I was really happy. But the universe had a different plan. and it just it dissolved everything for me in a very, very gentle way. But they said, no, that's not the plan for you. The universe has a different plan. And they changed my direction again. So sometimes we have to understand that, yes, you want that bell tent. And I hope you get it, because I think we should get it. But maybe the universe has a different plan for you. Maybe you're going to get...
I don't know.
Because when the universe does want something for you to happen, it takes it 2 seconds.
No, like the bell tent that I want is there from Alibaba, and the price is pretty fair. It's cheaper than anything else.
But the thing is, if
the action of me going and using my credit card or using your credit card to do it is something within me I
don't think it's something in you. I don't think it's something in you, because like this course you're doing now,
yeah,
you heard about it like 5 days before you paid for it.
Yeah.
That's 5 days. That's not half a year that you're thinking about the bell tent.
No, I know,
so I'm just showing you that when the universe does want you to do something, it resolves it in 5 minutes.
Yeah, and you had the money and you send it and it worked, and I had enough money in my bank account as well to make the payment for it.
And the universe resolves it in 2 minutes. If it's what the universe is the plan for you. It's your the journey, by the way, you chose before you even got to this body. Before your spirit chose the body, the family, the journey, before it even came and you were born. So, and it's always, I'm always laughing at it, because sometimes like I think I need to go overseas, and for a whole year I'm thinking about going overseas. But when the universe wants me to go overseas, I have the cheapest ticket, half price. And the same day I buy the ticket. So again, it goes back to trust. Trust the universe that there's a bigger plan, a bigger picture. Because when it wants you to do something, it's already done. And when it doesn't want you to do something, you can, in the end, if you're really, really, really stubborn, the universe will give it to you, and then and then it will disappear because that wasn't the plan. And again, it's small steps of trusting the universe with a plan. So now we'll go back to the poor mentality, and rich mentality. And we'll do online a small meditation with Maor, and I'll talk it out, and I'll show you a bit of my healing processes and how we're gonna clean the 7 generations back of poor mentality. So if you want to join us and do it as well, just close your eyes, and Maor closes his eyes. We're gonna take 3 big breaths. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. First thing I'm doing is I'm putting a diamond on my aura, and I'm putting a diamond on Maor's aura, and I'm putting a diamond on your aura. So whoever's listening and feeling, you're getting a diamond on your aura for feeling safe. The second thing we're going to do is we're just going to clean. So I'm doing it for Maor, and I'm doing it for you guys. So imagine a big sieve from the universe underneath your legs. And I'm just going to clean Maor's aura, and cleaning your auras clean your auras as well in a minute. So the sieve is going through the body, the head, above the head. I'm going to tie it, send everything to the heart of the universe. It's going to come down raining of love. And same for you guys. I'm going to take a sieve underneath. I'm going to clean your aura. Whoever's listening and joining us, I'm going to tie it, send it to the universe, and everything we clean from you guys is going to come back as love. The next thing is we're just going to connect our heart. So we're going to get from the universe an infinity ring, like the shape of 8. One side of the infinity ring we're going to connect to the heart, and the other side we're going to connect to the heart of Mother Earth. So like infinity, Mother Earth back to your Maor's heart, Mother Earth back to your heart, Mother Earth back to the heart. We're going to take another infinity and we're going to connect the heart of Maor, and you connect your heart as well to the heart of the consciousness, the high consciousness. Back to Maor, high consciousness. Back to Maor, high consciousness. So we are vibrating with Mother Earth. We're vibrating with a high consciousness. We are clean. And the last thing is we're going to clean is our aura. And I know you guys, you have a shower every morning. I have a shower every morning. But we also have to have a shower of our consciousness. So imagine a white light coming from the universe, coming through our chakra, crown chakra, and washing our crown chakra, washing our third eye, our throat chakra, our heart, our solar plex, the second chakra, first chakra, and back to Mother Earth. And just imagine this white light washing everything in your consciousness, in your inner body. Everything is washed and cleaned. I'm doing it last time. Washing, energy, cleaning. And now we're going to go on a journey. I want you to all take a big breath and go inside your heart. Enter inside your heart and imagine your own paradise, wherever it is that you feel the most connected, the most feeling of home. I know for Maor, it's the beach. He feels the energy in the beach. So we're going to imagine in this amazing beach of Maor, a circle of white marble benches. And for your guys who's listening, just imagine wherever your paradise is, imagine a circle of white marble benches. And I want you to sit down on one of the benches and invite your inner child to sit on your right. Invite your teachers, your guides, your angels to come and sit with you on your circle of the white marble benches. In the middle of this circle, there is a big golden pot. And whatever we don't want, we're going to put in the pot, and it's going to dissolve into consciousness. Since we're going to work on the poor mentality, I want you to imagine the script, the book of poor mentality. All the rules of poor mentality, all the questions, answers, behavior, beliefs. It's written all down in this book. And I want you to pick up the book and put it in the golden pot. And we're going to give it love, light, and grace. And it's just going to dissolve. And now we're going to clean 7 generations back. So I always see cleaning generations back like weeding from a garden. So imagine you have this plant that we don't like, and we're just going to pull out from one generation and second generation, and third generation back, fourth generation back, fifth generation back, sixth generation back, seventh generation back. We're going to weed out that root of karma, of poor mentality. And we're going to put it in the golden pot. And now, since we took out everything from Maor and from 7 generations back, we're going to put something in, because the universe always wants something to go back. So for every one of you, there is a white board inside your consciousness in this amazing circle. And one word is written on it. See the word that's written on it. Maor, what's your word written on it?
Love, security.
Okay. So I'm going to take that word that Maor has, life security, and I'm going to put it in a diamond. And you guys, whatever word comes out, just imagine you putting it in a diamond. So I'm going to take life security and put it in the first generation back, second generation back, third generation back, fourth generation back, fifth generation back, sixth generation back, seventh generation back, and Maor and for Maor, love and security, and a diamond inside your consciousness. After putting 7 generations back, the word that you saw in a diamond, take a big breath. Inhale, exhale. Say thank you to all your guides, your spiritual teachers, your inner child who's sitting to your right. Thank you for the energy, for the divine. Take another breath and come back to here and now in your own time. So this is a healing process of cleaning our consciousness. We concentrated on the poor mentality. And can you tell us what you feel?
Definitely feel lighter. Feel more positive. Feel calmer. But that also has to do with just being conscious of breath and breathing, you know. But yeah, so for me, I was imagining a circle of the marble benches, and then divided like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 generations. And then when you said to take out the roots, I got my inner child to go around everywhere and take all the roots out and throw it and saw it dissolve inside the golden cup. And then got my inner child to take the diamonds that says love and security on it and put it in everywhere.
It's beautiful.
So I'm being grateful and all of that. But yeah, it's a process. Again, I still I'm at 90% trust. So this thing trust 99. It's still this and this is just who I am in a way. I'm very.
But I think it's also experience of I think you have to experience that the divine is working with you.
I know he's working with me. I've had so many, if I go recollect use my memory to moments that I needed a divine intervention to help me, if it was with university, or if it was with the banking system, or if it was with whatever, finding a house here and finding the right car for me, getting, I know, I've seen it, I've felt the power of unrational outcome happening for my best, for the best of my outcomes. So it's as I said, it's I know, I felt it, I know it, I experience it, I believe in it, but there is a part of me that I can see and sense, and I'm aware of it, that is still clinching on to something that I know doesn't make sense, but for it makes sense. And I I'm very suspicious of people. If I see people online doing these type of things, I'm like, first thing is suspicious. Like, what are they doing? You know, and I trust my instincts with that, but it's that if I can explain it, it's not love, unity, acceptance. It's like fear, suspicion, questioning.
I want to say something. I want to say that, okay, so this is where you are.
Yes.
And just accept it.
I'm accepting it.
And that's it.
I know.
And that's it. And acceptance, because you'll grow and you'll develop and things will change. You won't even feel that they're changing. But when you look at it, you'll say, oh, I'm now feeling differently. But when that happens, it's going to happen.
I'm sure it will.
But for everyone that's watching, just see where you are and accept it, because that's it. You know, and then that's the point we start keeping on growing.
For sure. And I actually really see this new training that I took on in this breathwork called Soma, because it's a lot of focusing on holding breath. And even when I hold my breath, I know my body can survive with breath retention for at least 2-3 minutes before it actually something happens, right? But in that moment, I can still see me clinging, like, no, I need to breathe, like I can't, like, and I'm like, but I know, and I'm happy, like this training will help me in a way how to trust, let go, and from the fundamental of breath retention, you know. It's like, I think that's like the basic 101. It's like, hold your breath, trust, nothing's gonna happen, enjoy this moment. Your body is screaming, it's aching, the mind is like flaring everything, but
it's also
but there's no reason for this fear.
It's also ego.
Yes, for sure. Ego, mind
is sabotaging.
For sure, I see it.
And just again, when it happens, see it. It's like when I went the first time I did the breath work with you, I was lying down and you were starting doing the breath work, and I felt the resistance. I felt it, like my back was hurting, my legs were hurting, my head was hurting, and I was keeping on going, no, it's resistance, I'm resisting it, and just kept on going. Like, I was laughing at myself that I'm resisting, but I just kept on going, and then I went through an amazing process. But when it happens to you, and when it happens to you guys, it's just saying, oh, I'm resisting it, and I can see I'm resisting it, and that's fine. And just laugh about it, that I'm resisting it, and just keep on going. So if you laugh at it and you keep on going, the ego has no hold on you, and it releases, and you go through the process that you're supposed to go.
I know that. I 100% know that, and I will and continue doing it, and I'm going through it. But I'm just amazed at how strong my
ego is.
My ego and my mind is, you know. It's like, I thought I don't have ego. It's like, fuck. It's like, it's not letting go. Like, it's
we all have ego.
It's like it's there, like in the background. And when it comes to it, it's like, no, I'm here. And it's like, well,
I find it a lot of times, like, I approach people and I say, listen, I can help you. I can help you go through this really easy. And I can see that the ego cannot let them do that process, cannot do that cleaning to change, and they can't come to do the process. They can't do the healing because they're so strong. And I always look at it, and I give thanks that that's where they are, and that's okay. And it's always okay just to, as long as you acknowledge exactly where you are.
Oh, for sure. Okay.
This is an amazing talk.
Episode 5. Hope it reaches you guys, that whoever it reaches and enjoys this healing session that you can do by just listening and experiencing it yourself, and going through your own ways of visualizing internally this process that Mom and I just did. And yes, please like, comment, subscribe. Do what it is, ask us questions, send me an email, send me anything that you want maybe to be talked about. we still haven't received an email or a comment or a message what you guys want to talk about. But if you see it, send us. 'Cause we would
Yeah.
love to create this a collective thing between us and whoever needs it. And this is why we're doing it. We don't care if we reach 1 million followers or we reach 1 follower. One ripple is enough to change the whole ocean, and that's what we believe in. We enjoy this. We
Yeah,
enjoy the process.
we do it. If you're looking, joining us or not, we still do it.
We're still gonna do it. I'm gonna enjoy it, and that's the definition of enjoying the process and not marrying the outcome. So we're going through it, and we'll try to keep it on a weekly thing.
We'll try.
We'll try, but
We'll try.
no promises.
That's where we are.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone, and enjoy this
Thank
beautiful
you.
pink full moon tonight.